Fights have broken out in South Africa's parliament between security guards and the opposition lawmakers they were trying to kick out. Members of the left-wing economic freedom fighters were ejected for trying to stop President Jacob Zuma from giving an address. They said Zuma was not fit to speak to the House following recent court decisions against him. Al Jazeera's Tania has more from Johannesburg.
The economic freedom fighters say President Jacob Zuma has no legitimacy and he needs to be rehabilitated. They say this because of the Constitutional Court judgment earlier in the year, which the EFF was the driving force behind. That court found, this country's highest court, that the President and the National Assembly violated the Constitution in failing to get the President to repay some of the millions of dollars in taxpayers' money spent on his home improvements. Because of that, they say he's got no credibility, he should be charged, he should be disciplined. They bring it up every time they're in Parliament with President Zuma. Because of that, the Speaker of the House told them, you've got to leave. They refused, and so plainclothes security guards were called in. There was a brawl. They dragged them out, and it continued outside Parliament for some time as well. The EFF says it's simply doing what its voters wanted it to do, holding the President and Parliament to account. President Zuma under a huge amount of pressure. We're waiting to hear whether the National Prosecuting Authority will reinstate some or all of the 783 corruption charges originally dropped by the NPA, which cleared the way for the President to come to power. That judgment, that decision to overturn those charges was thrown out, was overruled in the High Court earlier this year, and also we're waiting to hear exactly how much money the President has to pay back. The governing African National Congress is standing by President Zuma, at least publicly. However, they are also under a lot of pressure. On the 3rd of August, this country votes in local elections. The EFF argues, so do all the other opposition parties, that the ANC's failed to deliver on all its promises. The party also under pressure on how it's handled the controversies surrounding President Jacob Zuma.